So I think the major challenges we were trying to solve were kind of two things. One, lead qualification. So making sure that we were talking to the right people that made sense for us in terms of a deal size. The other thing was getting people who are ready to get started right now without us, more of a sales assisted path, letting those people go ahead and self-serve and start. So my name's Sam. I lead growth here at Matter. We used to use Calendly, which was good, but the forms weren't very customizable, their routing forms. And then we looked at Chili Piper, but it was a very big commitment in terms of price. So we were really happy that RevenueHero kind of met us right in the middle, right where we were. So RevenueHero really enabled us to go and be more of a sales assisted approach rather than more of a tops down sales led. So that was probably the biggest piece, biggest value that RevenueHero has provided for us. One of the things we really liked about the links was that we use a lot of in-app schedule links. So more specifically inside of our product, inside of our emails, to basically say, hey, you've already gotten started. Let's help you activate fully if you haven't by scheduling a time and kind of going through one of those like training calls. We increased our lead volume, our training call volume about, I think it was about 33%. Like we saw maybe a little bit higher, maybe like 35%. So we were able to get a lot more calls just because it was very frictionless inside of those emails. Somebody was able to click, see my calendar, and then book right then and there and not have to fill out their name and their email and go through all that friction again. 3x increase of calls scheduled with RevenueHero on the demo page. Yeah, those were probably the two biggest metrics, increasing the percent of people who or the volume of people who are already in a trial, getting them to schedule a time, and then also understanding kind of more of that acquisition. I think what really helped us out here in terms of the features that we primarily use are the routing form. I think that's probably the easiest one, where we take a look at that and we can put multiple routing forms on different pages and be able to see like what is the performance on each page. We do take advantage of the workflows as well, being able to push messages into Slack just to get notified because we allow for like real-time booking. It's not like it's, you can book like right now, depending on the half an hour. I think also that leads me to like some of the customizations inside of like the routing form are really clutch, such as like being able to send like notification reminders, custom ones, like maybe, right away, 30 minutes, 5 minutes, because you've already booked the call. And most of the times when people don't show is that they forget. So being able to have those custom notifications is very helpful just to kind of being like, hey, you've already committed, like, let's get you there. So that's been a big help for us as well. In terms of the reports, we basically use the routing log and I download that. And then I go ahead and add that into like basically an Excel file that looks at like Google Sheets file that basically helps us look at our acquisition experiments. And being able to look at that channel breakdown, able to see like, okay, like what are like the sources of those, like kind of get more a little bit into like the UTMs of it, be able to see like, okay, like maybe somebody did try booking or they tried booking multiple times, and if they're not qualified, maybe we want to reach out to them. So I think that those reports helped out a lot. So I think that ultimately RevenueHero helps you meet your buyer where they are and the type of approach that they want to onboard or acquire to your product.